Now we will explore the setting options available for an agent. So it has near about 8 options that are available for an agent. So we will be discussing each and every one in detail. So first one we will discuss which is general. So let me just open a dialog flow and click on the gear icon here, which is a setting icon, and here we have this general tab. So here what we have under this tab is first one is the description. So you can give a description about your agent, what your agent is all about and what it does. The second option that we have or the setting is default time zone. So right now it is set to default is America, New York. So you can change it from here and this will become your Dialogflow default time zone. Next item we have is Google project. So here you can see the project ID which is associated with this agent and the service account. So this service account hosted on the Google Cloud platform. So let me click on this and it will take us to the Google Cloud platform. So let me open it quickly. Here you can see that this is the entry that was created when you created the agent. This is your agent name, and when you click here you will see the name of the agent and the ID related with that agent. So we will be not talking about GCP in this video, and you might have to wait for another video where we can talk about GCP. So let me go back to the dialog flow here. So let's talk about the API version. So right now the API version that we are using is V2 and V1 is deprecated. So and you can see on here that it will be shown shut down. So yeah, for all our communication between agent to webhook, it's all happening in V2 format. Next option that we have is log setting. You can log any queries or user input on the Dialogflow as well as on the Google Cloud. So you can enable and disable from here. The last option here where you can delete this agent. So by clicking on this button, you can delete your agent. So now let me move on to the language tab. Language tab signifies that what is your default language selected for your agent. So right now it is selected English, but you can select different languages here. So you can select any other language which is supported by that Dialogflow. So let me add one language. Maybe we can use this one in the later section. So I'm adding Hindi as a second language which is supported by this agent version. So when your agent support multiple language, intent and entities data sometimes belongs to that specific language, and sometimes it is overall support all the language that agent supports. We will discuss it in the next slides when we talk about intent and entities. Let's move on to the ML setting. The first option we have to set the threshold for intent mapping. Right now it is set to zero point 0.3. If the intent matching confidence is a score less than 0.3, then it will fall back to the fallback intent. So for each intent there will be a fallback intent that you can create. We will discuss it in the intent section. The next option we have is automatic spelling corrections. So if you enable this option, ML will correct the spelling mistakes in the incoming requests. Then we have automatic training available here. So whenever you do any changes on your agent, it will, and as soon as you click on save button, it will start building training your agent. The next option is the agent validation. So as soon as you make changes and save it, and once that agent is trained, it will run the validation if you enable this option from here. The next tab we have is export and import. Here you can export your agent, you can restore the agent, and you can import the agent. The main difference between restore and import is that when you do restore, it will replace everything with the older version what you are going to restore, but in import it will only replace the intent and the entities which are same. Otherwise it will just append new intent and entities. Let me move on to the environment. Here you can create multiple versions of your agent and push them to a separate environment. Those environment you can call as custom environment. Right now I have only one environment which is testing, but you can create more environment here, and I will show you how to create those environment. When you save your agent, it saves in the draft version, and then you have to push that version to your custom environment. So let's push this to the custom environment. So clicking on this version, you can give any description. So I'm giving the description for this version is v3. Clicking on the next version. So here you can create a new environment or altogether, or you can select the existing environment. So I'm selecting existing environment, but you can anytime click here new environment and create a new environment. I'm saying the fulfillment setting. Right now there is no fulfillment selected, so we will talk about it more in detail. And these are the text to speech settings we will be discussing in the in a minute. And then when you click on this publish button, it gets published to the testing environment. So now you can see that it is updating here, and now you will see that this is the version 3 for this. The next tab, which is speech. Here we have an options to improve speech recognition qualities. First one is only applicable for the enterprise edition if you have that account. The second one, we have enable auto speech adoption, so you can enable and disable. Then we have text to speech. So here you can enable text to speech. When you enable it, you will start getting audio file in the response. So you can see here you're getting the audio file. Now the next item we have is the encoding. Right now it is 16-bit linear selected, but you can select different encoding as per your need. It also has a voice configuration which you can use to synthesize your voice. You can select the agent language, voice. There are different options available here for the agent language. Also, whatever language your agent supports will come here. Then you can modify the speech rate, and then you can modify the pitch and volume as per your need, and then you can test it here. So let me see and play this one. Hi Nilesh, how are you? Next tab we have is shared. So in this you can invite new people, and you can see how many user has access to your agent. The last setting option we have is advanced. In this advanced we have sentiment analysis, and this is applicable only for the enterprise edition account. But what it does, it identify the sentiments of your statement or the request that is coming to the dialog flow. With this we have covered all the setting options available for an agent. So let's quickly talk about the right hand side panel. So here you can use microphone, or you can type your queries. Whatever you have typed or voiceover, we'll see those queries in a text format here. So let's say if I say hi, you will see that whatever user says will come here. The default response that Dialogflow is giving is this, and the output audio which we enabled will come here. Good day. What can I do for you today? And the default intent. So this is the intent which this request map to. So hi is mapped to default welcome intent, and the action associated with this intent. And there is a dialog diagnostic info. When you click here, you will see there are details available here, and you can see the response ID, query results, and this is the query text that user has asked. This is the action and all other useful details.